Hello, beautiful people. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Honest Am here, the creator and writer of the Honestly Sis newsletter, a bi-weekly newsletter gives for millennials who are truly trying to get their shit together. And I'm here for another daily motivational video. Word to be Scott, where we use the tarot to become the alchemists of our lives and to teach us how to become spiritual beings. A little bit about me: I do not just use a tarot. I use God cusses in the same sentence, and I may mispronounce some things, but if it does not stop showing man of God, it ain't gonna stop me. Say no. All right, y'all. Angel number 33. Let's go ahead and get to it. Dear God, guardian angels, ancestors, what information do you have for us to become the alchemists of our life, to help us bring heaven on earth, or just do magic in public? No, God, what do we need to do to become the alchemist of our lives? Give us action steps, tangible things that we need to do. God, ain't my prayer. I show. 2 cards. I'm realizing that we are, whether we or whatever, I know I'm transitioning to this area of my life where I'm done seeking, I'm done planning. Like, this is my season of action and just doing. And not really worrying so much about the result or what other people think. Like, it's just, and like just dying to that old way of being. I really, really wish you guys would have had that 8 portal message, but that was like such a big thing about like no longer looking for these external things outside of yourself, but just really trusting that you have all the information that you need and that you're going to be okay. I'm even over hearing that story about me crying about my childhood, me crying about, my friends. Like, I'm just over that shit. Like, it's like, it is what it is. And when I was brushing my teeth this morning, Agent of Born 48, what was coming to me was everything I need, I already have. All that I have is all that I need. Anything I desire, I'll receive, because my reality, it's created by me. So I'm not even about to keep worrying. Like, I have everything I need. I have everything that I'm supposed to have. And I'm just going to just walk in that I'm complete all on my own. Okay? Angel number 12. Angel number 12 and angel number 218. Oh my God, y'all. As I was talking all of that, what did I just say? I said that I'm in this season, or I feel like we are all moving in this season where it's time for us to stop seeking and searching and questioning and going back and forth, and just to make a plan, make a commitment. Make a commitment, angel number 239, to trust God. Make a commitment that you are going to go down this path to see your dreams manifest no matter what. I realized, I have been talking about this shit on Twitter, talking about this shit here on YouTube, just talking about it so much that it's I don't want to talk about it no more. I just want to become the person that I need to become. And I realized that in order to become the person that I need to become, I need to stop thinking about it and just do. Just every single day, do. And I'm so proud of myself this last week. This month of August has not been the most productive because, I went on vacation and all that stuff. So I really was kind of slow in my feels this month of August. But now I'm in this place where this last week I have been just working and planning for Honestly Sis, and getting us set up for the new year, getting ready to start doing, integrate back into social media platforms. And I'm just really proud of myself, and I really see what happens when you just put your head down and you do the work. Because right now, for the first time since having Honestly Sis, and I think this is going to be our 3rd or 4th year, I need to look at that. But this is the first time that I am honestly going into the fall, not worrying about content for the fall, but really worrying about wrapping up this year properly and stuff for next year. So that's a beautiful place to be in. And I think it's all happening because I decided to make that commitment. The other thing that came out is acceptance. And I just feel like, again, it was everything that I was kind of talking about before I even turned these 2 cards over. So it's I'm also learning to just trust the information in me. I really feel like God is training me on this YouTube channel to where I can get in a position where I don't have to rely on the cards, and I can just, say what the fuck needs to come out, the information that needs to come out. But I really feel like what God is saying is that you need to make a commitment to, one, accept that you are exactly where you need to be, that you're doing what you need to do, you're exactly where you need to be. I said that twice, but agent number 444, but just trusting that everything is down on the inside. You have everything that you need. You don't need anything extra. Anything that you don't have at this point, a man, a friend, a mom, a dad, it's just, you don't need it right now. If it was essential for you to have it, God would give it to you. So I feel like what God is saying is, instead of going back and forth, make a commitment to accept yourself and to accept the path that you're going down. Because also, angel number 513, this card of acceptance, there's literally this angel walking through the door. And so I feel like what God is saying is that it's time for us to accept ourselves and to walk in that path, and just to keep it's time for us to make a commitment to accept ourselves, to accept our path, and then just walk that fucking path, okay? I'm going to actually get some tarot, because I'm curious, God, what is our energy towards commitment? What is our energy towards accepting ourselves? What type of obstacles are we having towards making a commitment to our path? What potential blocks or things that we need to overcome in order to fully accept ourselves, God? Allow no room for doubt or confusion. Just deliver this message as clear as possible. Allow us to see the cards that we need to see. I really like the messages that came out last week. To me, they feel very, like, clear, to the point. Like, I didn't, it wasn't a whole bunch of, As number 618. So, for commitment, we have the Three of Wands, and I love this. I said I hate this deck, but now I'm starting to really like this deck a lot. Because what we see right here is, of course, we see what I tell y'all about the blue. The blue is all about our emotions, speaking our truth. Again, with this commitment, it's literally, look at this. I didn't even see this. It's an angel sitting down. It looks like an angel sitting down doing work. So it's like committing to this path, committing to going on a journey. And we see it's like this water. To me, I don't know, this kind of symbolizes like being at a if you've ever been like at one of them decks or shore or somewhere on the lake, and they have these like little pillars or whatever, so if you want to walk out into the water, or if you need to dock your boat, they'll have that there. And so when I see that, it's like expanding, when journey, traveling, committing to the path. Like that's literally what I get with this Three of Wands. And I feel like, again, God is saying, only you can decide if this is the life that you're going to live for yourself. I literally just wrote an article called Fuck Tom Cruise that's going to be posted probably in a couple of months. But it's just like, we have to realize that this world has conditioned us to believe that all the power is outside of us, that we need to have certain things in order to be quote unquote successful, or in order to be normal, and in order to be whatever the fuck those words that we strive for, cool. Because that, honestly, that was something that I was saying to myself. Like, I'm a loser because I don't have a whole bunch of friends. I'm not cool. But it's like, bitch, that's a mindset. Like, that's something that you are creating in your own mind. It's a story you're telling yourself. And in order to get this expansion that you need, I feel like you have to be mindful of the stories that you're telling yourself. You have to be mindful that it's like mindful of the stories that you're telling yourself. If you're making a commitment on this path, again, the Two of Swords came out, all of this. So it's like, you keep going back and forth on whether you want this expansion, and I feel like you go back and forth on whether you want this expansion and whether you want to make this commitment because of how you deep down feel about yourself. Like, do you feel worthy of having expansion? Do you feel worthy of going after your dreams? And again, it comes back to saying only you can decide that. Like, I really feel like God is saying we're at a point in our life and in humanity where you can't keep going back and forth. You need to make a decision. Are you going to do this, or are you not going to do this? Are you going to keep living life how you've been living it, or are you going to trust God, trust the universe is for you? You can't keep going back and forth in order to have the true expansion that you're looking for. So God is asking you, and look at this, Six of Swords. It's like the fear of the unknown, the fear of journeying into the unknown. And God is asking you have to overcome that by making that commitment to accept yourself. For acceptance, what came out is the Six of Wands reverse, Six of Wands upright. With this look like and also, this is all about wands. Wands is about passion, drive, bringing things from the spiritual world into the reality, tangible world. And honestly, that's how all of this works. That's how all of this works. You get an idea. That's why I love The Alchemist so much, and I have a whole series breaking down the principles of The Alchemist, the book. Because it all starts with having that reoccurring thought. It all starts with that dream that you can't stop thinking about, or this idea that you can't get out of your mind. That's the inspiration. That if we go back, that's the first wand. is this thing. And oh my God, I wish I had. I want to find it because it's like in certain decks, there's literally like a stick and it's the cloud because it's just in your mind. You're just thinking about it. But it takes for you to do the Two of Wands to make the decision of, okay, I think I'm going to try to figure out how to bring this idea that I keep thinking about, how to bring it to reality. Once you make a commitment, then you can start thinking about the expansion of how to really, and the expansion is about making a plan on how you're actually going to bring this dream about. And I feel like what God is saying, you make a commitment, you accept yourself, and then that's when you'll feel accomplished because you are on the road towards your dreams. The reason why you don't feel this accomplishment, that's why the reason why I came out reverse is because you haven't made the decision to walk that path. You're still so scared of the past. You're still so scared of all those things that keep you up at night, those worries, those doubts of what if it don't work out? What if I don't get it? What if I do all of this and make a fool of myself? But then I guess I have to ask yourself, like, what if you do it? What if you don't do it and still make a fool of yourself and somebody else do it? Angel number 1105. There is a section in Big Magic, Liz Gilbert book, and I haven't read it in a while, so I may have it a little fucked up. But she was just talking about how she had this one idea for a book. She really didn't act on the idea. And then a couple of years later, she bumped into somebody, and then somebody was doing that exact same idea of your book. You've probably seen it several times, and when you had an idea of something, and then you go out in the world and somebody has that idea, you like, well, shit, did they steal it from me, or how did that? And it's not that nobody stole anything for you, but it's just because literally thoughts, the 4D, or yeah, it's like, yeah, I think the 4D, yeah, or is it 5D? Anyways, whatever. Our thoughts, those inspiration that comes to you, that is in a commonplace, like it's literally just in a pool. That's why it's so important for you to do meditation, because when you do meditation, you can slow down your thoughts and you can tap into the God source, which is like those pools of where all the inspiration that's in there. And the reason why it's so important for you to be in alignment, because when you're in alignment, you tap into that place, that God source, all of the ideas that's in alignment with your path can come to you. But if you don't act on those ideas, if you refuse to make a commitment on actually seeing this idea to reality, somebody else can just come in and take it, because it's not just yours until you decide to make that commitment of, oh, this is my idea. Somebody else can get it, because guess what? God wants it to happen, whether it's going to happen through you or it's going to happen through somebody else. And that's what we don't want to realize. We want to, you think that yes, we all have a plan. We all have things that God wants us to do, but we are also one of 100. Like there's me, and then there's some 2 or 3 other 4 or 5 other thousand bitches that's just like me, right? So if all of us choose to step into our God-given divinity, there's things that God has designed specifically for me to do, right? But if I refuse to step into my God-given potential, if I refuse to make the commitment to actually bring this dream about, God's just gonna give it to one of the other bitches that's just like me, because it's not about you. It's about that thing actually coming into the world. That's what you have to understand. God can't show himself. God can't reveal himself to the world until you bring these things to reality. And you won't even be able to get to the point of birthing these things in the world if you don't even make a fucking commitment. If you continue to go back and forth your whole life. If you continue to be scared of the unknown. If you refuse to accept yourself, you will never feel accomplished. You will always feel like something is lacking. So it's on you. God wants the world for you. He can give you those ideas, but if you refuse to be like, okay, I'm going to do this no matter what. I'm going to walk this path no matter how it looks, no matter how crazy it is. I'm going to see it through. You do that. You accept yourself, all yourself, flaws and all. You accept yourself. God says you'll feel accomplished. You'll feel better. You'll feel like, oh, I'm on a ride. I'm on a roller coaster. I'm on an adventure. That's what we're all looking for, that adventure of life. And the reason why you don't feel like you're on an adventure, because you keep going back and forth. Because you're so fucking scared of everything that happened in your past. You're so scared to journey into the unknown. You're also scared to even look into your emotion and even acceptance, to accept what you really want. Angel number 1450. So God is saying it's time to make a commitment. Do you want expansion? Do you want to grow? Do you want to have accomplishments? Aren't you tired of just looking? I don't know about you, but I am. I'm tired of every time J and B has something, just looking at her and being so like, oh my God, fuck, she's so beautiful. Fuck, I wish I had what she had. I'm tired of that. And number 1515. I want it for myself. I'm tired of the Kanyes and the Yays and the Kylies and the Carter. I don't give a fuck about them no more. I want it for me. I need to see it for myself. I'm tired of reading about everybody else's manifestations. I need to see it for myself. And in order to see it for myself, I have to make a commitment. I have to accept myself, and I have to walk through that path no matter where the fuck it leads me. And you have to do the same thing for you. Okay? Angel number 1545. Really quickly, let's get us a tool that we can use to help us just understand this concept. One tool that we can use, guys, to understand this concept. Why is it so important for us to make that commitment of accepting ourselves and accepting our path? Why is it important for us to stop going back and forth? How can we overcome this fear of the unknown? Or God, just any information that you want us to have. Allow no room for doubt or confusion. Deliver this message to me and through me. In God's name I pray. Ashe. One card, please. Okay, the law of attraction adds power to both the problems and the solutions. We went over this card last week, so I'm not going to actually take time to read the full card. But the reason why God is saying it's important for you to make that choice on whether you're going to journey into the unknown and to honestly to make a commitment, because you constantly exploring the problem is not doing anything but allowing you to see more of the problem. It's just magnifying the problem. Angel number 1711. But if you can just make that decision that, okay, how I'm living life, I don't want to live life like that anymore. Yes, I'm scared to journey in the unknown. I'm scared to really face these emotions and these demons that I've been running for. But I'm going to make the commitment to do it. I'm going to make the commitment to accept myself. God is saying, you'll become the Queen of Pentacles. You'll see your power. You'll see your internal power, because the thing is, the stuff that you're running for, the emotions that you don't want to face, is really your superpower. It's really the things that's going to make you who you are. I'm running from being emotional and all that shit my whole life, and guess what? That's who the fuck I am. That's my superpower. That's how I interpret shit. So it's like, once you understand, make a commitment to accept yourself, you can step into your superpower. But you continuing to explore the problems is what's going wrong, it's not going to get you any closer. And that's also what I realized this morning. Well, it was like low-key 2 o'clock in the morning. But I realized, I'm like, you know what? I'm over this. Like, I can't keep fucking looking at my past. I can't keep examining shit. I can't keep saying, oh, if I did this or if I didn't do that, then it would be different. It is what it is. My life is what it is. I have what I have, and what I have is enough. What I have is all that I need, and I'm going to walk myself through. I'm not going to judge myself and have shame for anything that I don't have, because anything that I don't have, I obviously do not need it, okay? But the card that I want to focus on right here is, I am the attractor of my every experiences. And again, that's why God is saying it's so important for you to make the decision. Are you going to make the decision that God and the universe is for you, that the world is always working out for you, or are you going to keep living the bullshit that happened in your past? You're going to keep telling yourself that story over and over and over. And I told myself, I'm over it. I don't want to ever fucking hear it again. I even be saying to my dog sometimes, like, you don't love me, you don't love me. It's like, girl, he your fucking dog. What the fuck are you talking about? He don't love you. That's something I have to overcome. But that's because I wasn't valued as a child. I didn't get that love that I needed as a child. So I sit out here and I'm like, do you love me? Please love me. And it's like, no, I have to feel that on the inside. I have to feel worthy. I have to make that commitment and that choice that, no, I am worthy of love. I am worthy of achieving my dreams. I am worthy of having all the things that I desire. And if I don't have it, then that means that God is going to eventually give it to me, okay? Angel number 1934. You are meant to live an expansive, exhilarating, good-feeling experience. It was your plan when you made the decision to become focused in your physical body in this time-space reality. You were born knowing that you are a powerful being, that you are good and that you are the creator of your experience, and that the law of attraction, the essence of which like upon itself is drawn, is the basis of the universe, and you knew it would serve you well. And so this is just saying, like, the reason why so many people be like, the earth is ghetto, and this angel number 2012, but it's really like, bitch, you chose to come here. This ghetto ass planet. We chose to come here because we literally knew that we had everything that we were going to need inside of us, that anything that we needed, we were going to be able to attract. And so we told God, oh, I'm going to go down here, I'm going to fuck it up. I'm going to go down here, I'm going to help you bring heaven on earth. I'm going to be the baddest bitch. I'm going to be your best servant, God. I'm going to be the best example of how to be God. And then we got down here and we forgot all that shit, because that was the number one rule. You can't remember how powerful you are. You got to relearn it. You got to remember your power. You have to regain it. So many of us are going to church every Sunday and we're feeling guilty because we're not living up to the church standards, not realizing that the church standards was probably fucked up in the first place. God wants what you want. You keep going to church and feeling guilty. You're trying to perform for God. You think God is a Santa Claus, and it really is a matter of you make a decision to yourself. You gave your power. You're giving your power to God, to the fucking pastor, to everything outside of yourself, instead of making a commitment to just accept yourself. But it's not your fault. It is not my fault. It's not none of our faults. It's what society has taught us, but we have to make that decision. We have to make that commitment to unlearn it and to accept ourselves for what we have and who we are and what we want and what we don't want. Okay? Because it's perfectly fine. God doesn't make mistakes. So anything that's floating in your mind is perfectly fine. Okay? Angel number 2150. Let's just do a really quick record light. Alright, God. One final message to clarify this message of, and it's so funny that this this I am the attractor of my every experience, that the law of attraction came out, because remember I was telling you guys a little bit earlier in the message, the reason why somebody else can just steal your idea is because of the law of attraction, because if that person is also in sync and in the same, vortex to get that idea, they can easily steal it, because you're not choosing to make that commitment to actually bring it about. So if you actually want to bring these things about, like, I don't want nobody else. I was literally telling my therapist, like, I want to read my book. I don't want nobody else to read this. I don't want nobody else to create this book. I want to create my book. Also, it's like, aren't you tired of feeling that, like, salty ass feeling because somebody else is doing something that you don't want to do? Like, that's just what jealousy is. Somebody's doing some shit that you want to do. Your soul is like, bitch, you should be doing that shit, but you denying yourself that you want it. Don't deny it. Shit, I admit it. I want to date a rapper. I want to marry a rapper. People think that's bad. I don't give a fuck. I grew up my whole life listening to hip hop. I want to be in somebody's rap video. I don't give a fuck. I want to live out my dreams. I want to do all these things I have been thinking about since I was a child, and nobody's going to shame me for wanting what I want. Okay? And you should feel the same way. Angel number 2330. All right, God. One final message to wrap all of this up. The 2 of Wands, 3 of Swords, 6 of Wands. How do we just make that commitment to accept ourselves and accept our path? How do we turn our attention away from the problem and really start focusing on the solution? How can we remember that the power is always inside of us, God, and that the law of attraction is always responding to our vibration, God? Allow no room for doubt or confusion. One card, please, God. Wrap this up in a beautiful, beautiful bow, God. Pillar of Lights is what we're going to focus on. 102. Activation card. So beautiful. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. You are heaven and earth in perfect expression, a conduit for the light of the heavens to the earth. You are the rainbow bridge. Take time to meditate. Imagine yourself as a pillar of light connecting the light of the heavens above with the earth. As the light shines through each of your chakras, you activate the rainbow bridge that many ancient scriptures speak about. As the light shines through each of your chakras, you activate the rainbow bridge that many ancient scriptures speak about, raising your vibration and the vibration of the planet, linking the higher realms of the cosmos, guides, angels, and spirit with the ancient wisdom keepers and beings of the planet Earth. They dance together through you. They sing together through you. Without your body, voice, and creations, neither can be expressed. Without your body, voice, and creation, neither can be expressed. For too long, we've been taught that God is outside of us, giving away our powers to angels and spirit guides. But without you, they do not have a voice. You are the oracle. Do not look for guidance outside of you, for you hold all the wisdom of the entire universe in the portal of your heart, in every cell of your body. Do not see the angels and guides as above you, for without you, they have no way of communicating. You are the oracle. You are the rainbow bridge. You are the pillar of light. Angel number 26, God is saying you have to make that commitment. I don't know about y'all, but I have made the commitment. I'm seeing it through, no matter what. No matter what, I have to see it through, because I don't want nobody else to bring these. I don't want nobody else to bring these creations about. I don't want nobody else to be living my dream life because I didn't have the confidence to make the commitment to actually do it myself. So I'm accepting that I have everything I need. I'm not going to judge myself for what I don't have, what I didn't have, what I didn't get to do. It doesn't matter. If you're still alive, you have a chance to do that. If you still desire it, then you have a chance to accomplish it, okay? But you're not going to accomplish it if you continue to focus on the problem and not the solution. The last card that came out is Unbound, Release Soul Patterns, Contract, and Past Lives. So guys, I really feel like that was the 8-8 portal was all about. It's just letting go of the fucking past. Die to those stories that are no longer serving you. Aren't you tired of living that and having that weigh down on you? Don't you want to become who you was really meant to be? Aren't you tired of other people living their dreams and you're not? If that's the case, put your hand on your heart and touch and agree with me as I say this. I allow the light of the heavens and the earth. I allow the light of the heavens and the light of the earth to flow through me now. I activate the codes of remembering within my cells and chakra. I activate my system as a rainbow bridge between heaven and earth. I allow the light of the heavens and the light of the earth to flow through me now. I activate the codes of remembering within my cells and chakras. I activate my system as a rainbow bridge between heaven and earth. I allow the light of the heavens and the earth. I allow the light of the heavens and the light of the earth to flow through me now. I activate the codes of remembering within my cells and chakra. I activate my system as a rainbow bridge between heaven and earth. Ashe. Guys, as I was reading that, I just kept thinking about that clip. I actually have it on my IG channel where Will Smith was just so passionate, like, make a choice. Like, just make a choice. Just decide. And it is so true, y'all. You just have to fucking decide. I'm just gonna fucking see it through. And I know it's easier said than done. I know that even myself, like, I have said that I believe, but then also did things and acted in a way where it showed that I really didn't trust my path. And I feel like I'm just at this point where I'm like, okay, I really just want to see it through. Even just for the end of this year. If I just like focus on myself and really, stick to my plans and bring these things about, I want to see what happens when I just focus on me, focus on the things that God asks, and see how he shows up in my life. Even if just for this year, I want to know how much different does my life change, because I've never done it. I've always went back and forth, locking myself up, stuck in this one place because I refuse to just move on and to accept myself. So the choice is up to you. What are you going to do? Are you going to become the alchemist of your life, or you're going to be stuck in your past? But God is saying that it's time for you to let go and go with the motherfucking flow. Okay? All right, y'all. That's all the messages I have for you. Angel number 2929. If you made it to the end of this message and it touched something in you, give me a thumbs up. If you made it to the end of this message and you're like, girl, I'm still confused, go ahead, give me a thumbs down. Either way, it helps people and it helps the channel. If you are interested in learning more about me or Honestly Sis, reading our articles or making a donation, all that information is in the description box below. Until we meet again, dream those dreams, never let the internet rush you, and never ever ever let someone tell you what you cannot do. And if you are not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Get your ass on it. See you soon. Bye.